This has been a crazy month for my portfolio. In November, I have 85% return on investment on a yearly basis. Dear friends, it's me, Mehmet Kara, and I publish monthly updates of my portfolio since I started my YouTube channel back in March. In this month, I was up in most of my positions. I invest in P2P lending, in US stocks, in index funds, in cryptocurrencies. So I'm really excited to share with you my results because they are really great, as I think most of the investors this month. But I also did one huge mistake, so make sure to watch my video till the end to see what my mistake is and how to avoid it. Before I go on with my portfolio overview, I want you to do me a favor and smash the like button, as it really helps me grow my YouTube channel and it will help you to be displayed another nice videos just like this. And also, if you're new here, consider subscribing to see another portfolio updates in the future. I'll start my portfolio with the P2P lending part of it. It's about 36% of my current portfolio from November. If you don't know what P2P lending is, it works quite well in Europe over here. You can check my video here. I have prepared also a bunch of videos about P2P lending, and I'm invested in several platforms. Actually, there are 5 of them. So I'll go on with the most stable platform on my P2P lending portfolio. This is Peerberry. They represent 12% of my portfolio. I didn't change anything at this platform and I'm quite happy with the results there. Actually, my results are 8.82% on the yearly basis for November. So this is quite good, I think. Also, I expect this result to grow in the next months because I have purchased some loans with bigger interest rates. Here is an overview of my Peerberry investment account. As you can see, it's still stable. I will check what are the investments that I have done this month. Actually, my auto investment strategy did it. The web page worked quite well. I didn't have any issues at all, and I didn't have cash drag at none of the days in this month. So I have investments in Russia, Ukraine, Vietnam. Also, you can see that there is one real estate investment in Lithuania with 10% return on investment, which is also an interesting diversification option on Peerberry. Peerberry just entered its 4th year of operations, so this means it's already 3 years old, and we can see on their webpage, on the blog post, that they have record numbers for the October. We can also check another websites like P2P Market Data, and you will see that Peerberry is one of the fastest growing platforms right now. And there are several reasons for that. I have explained it in my previous videos. You can check them also. So I'm quite happy with my results on Peerberry. That's all for this platform. I'll go on with the smallest platform and the newest in my portfolio. This is Yuvo. They are just 3% of my portfolio. Also, I didn't change anything, and I had a return on investment from 9.5%, which is quite nice. Also, they have a bonus for this month. If you invest until the 18th of December, you can get from 5 to 15 euro bonus. If you haven't seen the details of this bonus, because they send it to all of the investors, I will post it in the description below. This time I go on to a platform where I changed my investment. Actually, I did new investments on this platform, and this is the only P2P lending platform where I did new investments in November. This is Reinvest24. They announced the launch of their secondary market in the middle of this month. So we have finally the secondary market, and it's working. Of course, I was tempted to try the real secondary market because I had prior 1 week time to test the demo version, and I did a video about this. If you haven't seen it, here is. So I purchased 2 shares from the Bauskas Development Loan 3rd stage, which is bringing 13% return on investment, at least 13% interest rate. And also the shares were offered with discount at 1 cent discount. So with this 1 cent I paid my fees for the secondary market. So basically I bought €2 worth of shares with €2 of investment. So in this way I reinvested my return for this month. Actually my return was quite stable. Like in the prior months I had €1.27 for my 100 shares on Albishuara and 66 cents for my 107 shares on high yielding office space in Rocca al Mare. Also I did post some of my shares on Rocca al Mare for sale, 7 of them, because I have 107, but I posted them with a premium, so far nothing was sold, but let's see what will happen. So in conclusion, my results on Reinvest24 were 11% return on investment on an annual basis. Quite happy with this. I move on to the oldest P2P lending platform in continental part of Europe, Bondora. They used to be the second biggest part of my portfolio, but now I closed my Bondora Go and Grow portfolio, at least temporarily for this period, and I invest just in Portfolio Pro. I remain there stable with €100 investment, and I had a return on investment of 16%. That's all. There's also one interesting news on Bondora, that the Finnish loans are back, but I still didn't purchase any of them. Actually the system didn't purchase for me, so maybe it will take time for us to see the Finnish loans. Also my investment strategy with selling on the secondary market worked quite well, so I was able to sell a lot of loans on the secondary market with premium. And last but not least, this is Mintos, the biggest P2P lending platform in Europe. I checked the results, they still own 45% of the total share of the total market on the European Union, which is huge. But my portfolio is continuing its trend down. I cashed out about €120, so now Mintos is about 15% of my portfolio, and I had a really big return on investment of about 30%. Maybe the reason is that I invested into more risky loans in April with 26% interest rates, some of them, so now those loans are being paid out. So here you see the overview of my investment page. When I go to the funds in recovery, from the €227, you can see Capital Service, Finco, Ukraine is €70. Then we have Cashwagon with about €100 being in Vietnam loans. So all of those loans will have to wait maybe till the end of 2021 or 2022, who knows, we will see. Now I move on to the most exciting part of my portfolio for November. Those were of course the US stocks, because the US stock market went crazy after 3 companies, Pfizer, Moderna and AstraZeneca, published positive news about their vaccine, and we have the vaccine rally going on. I have 2 positions which did extremely well. One of them was Occidental Petroleum, 50% up since I purchased it in October, and Tesla. But for Tesla there is another reason, of course, because they will be included in December in the S&P 500 index, and this caused their stock going crazy up. So I have about 330% return on investment on a yearly basis just for the month of November. And also I did one new purchase. I purchased Alibaba shares because I think right now they are a bit undervalued after the problem with the initial public offering in China, and their stock went down. I bought it at about $270. Right now it's even further down, but still I think this is a long-term investment, and I'm happy with this investment. Also, if you haven't seen what did Ray Dalio in the third quarter, you can check this in one of my previous videos, and he bought a lot of Alibaba and NIO shares. NIO will be maybe the next one to come into my portfolio, we'll see. But all of those shares that are displayed here are traded on my Revolut app. I will combine the next 3 positions in my portfolio in one, because all of them are on my Trading 212 account. So this is why I can start with my European shares. I have Bayer share in my portfolio and it went up also in this month, of course, after the vaccine news. So I have a positive return on investment. Also, I have the Vanguard All World Index where I purchased again 60 euro. So I continue with my dollar cost averaging strategy there. And then finally I have the Trading 212 position in my portfolio. If you wonder what does it mean, this is my trading position. So I do a lot of day trading. I did at least in November because I had some time. And of course the results are astonishing. I was able to make some huge returns, especially with Shopify stock, with NIO, with Royal Dutch Shell and with Tesla. So with those 4 shares I was able to purchase them and of course to sell them back with some returns. And all of the investment that I did into the Vanguard All World Index came from my positive return from the trading operations. Right now, in the last day of November, some of my positions were down, and this is why I have now 980 euro in my position instead of 1000. But this is a temporary situation. I think we will see how it will go on. Now we come to the cryptocurrencies into my portfolio. They went absolutely crazy also in this month. Bitcoin, I have there 300% return on investment again on a yearly basis. I can only regret that Bitcoin is just 2% of my portfolio. And now we come to the biggest mistake that I said you in the intro that I did. This was my Ethereum position. I was holding 1 Ethereum, and when it went up with 50 euro, I thought myself, okay, now is the time to close my position. This was a huge mistake because after that Ethereum went sky high. And so this is my advice to you: never bet against the cryptocurrencies. And sometimes don't listen to some authorities like Ray Dalio, because if you check his Twitter account, you'll see that he's skeptical about the cryptocurrencies. But I would say definitely include them into your portfolio. And now is the time to do the disclaimer that I'm not an investment advisor, and always you should do your own due diligence before deciding whether to invest somewhere or not. Now I go on to the last positions into my portfolio, the precious metals. Those were the positions with they were the biggest losers. But of course we should have some losers, because otherwise it will be not realistic. If all of your positions are going up and everything is positive, this will be not realistic. Of course, there is some risk involved with investing. My gold position, which is about 5% of my portfolio, went down with about 6%, or I have a negative return on investment of minus 80% on a yearly basis. Silver was down with about 2.7%. And that's all for my portfolio. Now it's time to do an overview and a recap of my portfolio. If you have a look at the portfolio overall, we can see that it grew with more than 200 euro for the first time, and I have 6.5% growth from my portfolio just in this single month of November, without investing a single penny in this month. Actually, I even cashed out 49 euro in this month because I did some repayment into my mortgage loan. If you have a look, I have a passive income 26 euro mainly from P2P lending and also from one dividend from my stocks. Then we have 257 euro capital growth in this month. So this was the main reason for the growth in November. We will see how the story continues with the December, with the last month of this year. Stay healthy. See you again with my next video.